Have you ever stopped to think that the daily bath you've sworn by your entire life, the one that always made you feel clean, energized, and ready to face the world, might not be doing you any favors after 70? In fact, it might be doing the opposite. It's something few people talk about. Fewer still truly understand. But today, we're going to break the silence and uncover a shocking truth that could save lives and change how we care for our elders. You see, after 70, the rules change. What once kept you clean and confident could now be quietly damaging your skin, draining your energy, and even putting your life at risk. Today, we follow the journey of one man who discovered this truth the hard way. His name? Walter Ellis. Age? 78. A quiet man with a humble spirit. What began as a simple fall in the shower would lead him down a path of pain, discovery, and ultimately, a brand new way of life. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, because this isn't just another health video. This is a wake-up call. This is the truth about bathing after 70. And it might just be the most important story you hear this year. It was a quiet Sunday morning in early autumn. The golden sun filtered gently through the linen curtains of Walter's modest country home. Outside, the trees were just starting to turn orange, and a breeze rustled the last tomatoes in his garden. Inside, the kettle hissed softly on the stove, ready for his daily cup of green tea. Walter, like every morning for the past 60 years, was in the bathroom. His wife, Helen, had passed away 6 years ago, but he kept the same routines alive. Shave, shower, shirt tucked in, belt buckled, hair combed back. He believed in structure, dignity, cleanliness. But that morning, something changed. As Walter reached for the soap, he didn't notice the tiny puddle left by a dripping faucet. His foot slipped. A sharp twist. A loud thud. He remembered a scream. His own, muffled by pain, and then silence. Cold tiles against his cheek. The ceiling fan spinning slowly above. Then darkness. Walter woke up in the hospital with a broken hip, a bruised head, and 9 long days of recovery ahead. But what shocked him most wasn't the injury. It was the question his doctor asked on day 3. Walter, why are you bathing every day? At your age, it's not just unnecessary, it's risky. Walter blinked in disbelief. He had taken pride in being the clean guy. He never went a day without a bath, even when his arthritis flared up. That one question became the seed of a transformation. And what followed was a journey of shocking discoveries. 7 facts that would change how Walter, and hopefully you, approach hygiene in the later chapters of life. Back home, with time and curiosity on his hands, Walter began researching. He wasn't someone who Googled things often, but this time, he dove in, reading medical articles, watching interviews, even calling up his old dermatologist, Dr. Harper. The truth stunned him. Your skin, Walter, Dr. Harper explained, isn't what it used to be. At 78, it's like parchment paper, fragile, dry, and daily hot showers are like lighting matches on it. Studies from the University of California and the University of Pittsburgh confirmed it. After 70, the skin loses collagen and sebum, the natural oils that keep it supple. Walter's dry, itchy legs that he always dismissed as just age. That was cirrhosis. His flaky scalp? Not dandruff, overbathing. For years, he thought he was staying clean. In reality, he was stripping away his first line of defense, leaving cracks, dryness, and vulnerability behind. So he made a change. He reduced his showers to twice a week, switched to lukewarm water, tossed the perfumed body wash, and started using pH-balanced cleansers. Within weeks, his skin looked less irritated. The itchiness faded. Even the redness around his ankles calmed down. But most importantly, he felt better in his own skin. At first, Walter worried. Would he smell? Would people notice? That fear was deep-rooted. His father had once told him, a man's respect is in how clean he stays. But the deeper he dug, the more he realized that less bathing actually protected him. He remembered his neighbor Leonard, 82, sharp as ever, but recently hospitalized. The diagnosis? Cellulitis, a painful skin infection. It started with a crack near his ankle, likely from dry skin, and spread. Daily showers, Leonard had told him, kept me clean, but they broke me down. Doctors explained it clearly. As skin thins with age, every micro-tear becomes an open invitation to bacteria. And every hot shower, it strips oils and softens the skin's shield. Walter adopted a new approach, targeted hygiene. No full-body soaking. No harsh soap. Weeks passed. No odor. No infections. Just comfort. Walter was shocked. He realized that clean doesn't always mean washed. One evening, Walter was watching the local news. A segment caught his eye: senior falls rise nationwide. The CDC was clear: 1 in 4 seniors over 65 falls each year. And bathrooms are the most dangerous place in the house. Walter's hand trembled as he picked up the remote. He had never fallen in the garden, never on a walk, but twice in the shower in the last 5 years. Suddenly, he saw the pattern: the slick porcelain, the foggy mirror, the way his knees buckled after long showers. So he made more changes. He installed non-slip mats, grab bars, a small bench in the tub, a new handheld shower head. He cut his full showers down to twice a week. "I haven't slipped since," he told Irene one morning over tea. Walter chuckled the first time he read about the microbiome, the idea that his skin was its own ecosystem. "I've got good bacteria living on me. What am I, a walking garden?" But it was true. The skin's microbiome, made of beneficial bacteria, fungi, and natural oils, acts like armor, protecting us from disease, regulating moisture, and even breaking down sweat. But Walter had been scrubbing it away daily. He remembered the sharp smell of his soap, how his skin would sting afterward. Now he used mild cleansers only when necessary, and even then, sparingly. He trusted his body, and it thanked him. His skin wasn't just cleaner, it looked healthier. He even stopped needing lotion. Walter used to think he was just being stubborn when he bathed daily. But as he read more, he realized he had been misinformed. From Johns Hopkins to the American Academy of Dermatology, the consensus was clear: seniors need fewer baths, not more. He spoke to his daughter about it. She was a nurse in Boston. "Dad," she said, "we tell our elderly patients the same thing. You're not dirty, you're aging. And aging skin needs rest, not hot water." That night, Walter stood in front of the mirror. He looked at his reflection, not with shame, but with acceptance. He didn't need a daily scrub to be respected. He just needed to understand and respect his changing body. Some days, just stepping into the tub used to leave Walter winded. The bending, the standing, the drying, the dressing. One afternoon, after a long shower, he nearly fainted while toweling off. That was before the fall. He thought it was just part of getting old. But now he knew better. The Journal of the American Medical Association had published studies showing that for seniors, daily bathing could lower blood pressure, cause fatigue, and increase fall risk. Walter didn't want to use up his energy cleaning himself. He wanted to use it living. Now his showers were quick, efficient, and rare. And his days? Here's the shift that saved Walter's life. He stopped associating hygiene with full-body showers. Instead, he focused on clean clothes every morning, hand washing before every meal, brushing his teeth twice a day, wiping underarms and groin with warm cloths, a spritz of lavender mist Helen used to love. He even tried dry shampoo once a week and was amazed by the results. And when his granddaughter hugged him one Sunday and said, "Grandpa, you always smell nice," he smiled. Because the truth wasn't in the tub, it was in the small things done with care. Walter Ellis didn't just change his hygiene routine. He changed how he viewed life. He stopped fighting against age and started flowing with it. He started listening to his body, to the science, to his intuition. He adapted, and in doing so, he grew stronger. You have to change yourself according to the life. He now tells the younger men at the local senior center not to give up, but to grow up, to evolve, to live, not just longer, but better. So now you've heard Walter's story and the 7 shocking facts that changed everything. Let's recap. Daily baths can destroy senior skin. Bathing less can lower infection risks. Falls are deadlier than dirt. Thanks for watching. Hit the bell icon for the daily updates. Please do like, subscribe, and share with your friends.